Bora lá. Salve, galera gamer. Eu sou o Renegado. Estamos começando a Renega Live aqui na RenegaDoom Games. Bora continuar aí o Avowed. Aí, deixa o like, se inscreva no canal, compartilha com os amigos, seja membro, ative o sininho. Bora lá. Nós estamos aqui. Tem que achar uma maneira de chegar naquele lugar lá que eu ainda não achei. Calma. Encontre a observante. Ah, tá. Agora eu me liguei. Para eu chegar lá, aqui, como a ponte está quebrada, eu tenho que usar o poder do gelo. Para usar, deve ser isso. Tá. Fiz tanto isso na missão anterior que... Pra cá. Deixa eu usar o magia do Sub-Zero.
Você
Sim, malandro. Malandro. Tem esse inimigo aí.
We can turn back at any moment. Nothing of value will be lost.
No, that wasn't me.
Vida podre.
Step
Licença, hein?
closer,
Vou de
godlike.
casa, hein? Fala aí, Speed Gamer. Salve, salve, amigo. Tamo pela moedinha. O povo me disse o que aconteceu com sua aldeia, ou pelo menos o que entendeu. Em primeiro lugar, minhas condolências. As regiões selvagens são implacáveis, misteriosas e talvez o pior de tudo, impiedosas. Em segundo lugar, convido você a viver em paradisíaco. Suas necessidades serão atendidas. Tudo o que pedimos em troca é que faça uso de seus talentos como observante. Quando estiver pronta para um novo começo, os portões de paradiso estarão abertos para você.
If it is a watcher you seek, then a watcher you have found.
This is giving me the shakes. Right, maybe I'll stand outside.
Why have you come to me, godlike? Let's have a look at you then. You who came to these shores on a royal errand. You who have died and returned. To open the door to your soul, we must first open a door to your mind. Now repeat after me. I stand on the shore between here and beyond. Very good. Spoken with conviction. I dip my toe into bottomless depths. The lake is a mirror. The mirror is a door. And the door stands open.
A door? A
Você está
garden
inventando
gate?
isso. Charlatona.
Impossible. Someone is here with us? How? Who are you? What are you? Show me what you are.
A hand knocks on our bark. Do we answer? How can they see?
What is this I hear? Old and forgotten. Echoes of echoes. An uninvited passenger?
Now she's hearing voices. Great. Is that gonna cost us extra or something?
Curious. Something clings to your soul, felt but unseen.
Voices. Echoes in the placid lake. Shelter the seed from winter. Who reaches for our bars? Who speaks?
Enough! I have seen into your soul, and hereby close that which was open. The door is shut, the reading finished. Well, that was truly unexpected. I am pleased to report I made contact with your soul, and then with something I cannot name. First, the good news. Not only is your soul healthy, it is strong, powerful. Strange for one who so recently died. Death leaves a scar, but you are unmarked. Instead of passing through the beyond, your soul was nurtured, protected, caged.
Soft, The shell cushions the egg.
You only live because someone would not permit you to die. But I wonder, who? Of that, I am unsure. You might find that you suddenly have new abilities that manifest in battle, for instance. Or you may feel a spiritual connection to ancient places, like memories not your own. But that does not explain who pulled you from the grasp of death. Who would do such a thing? Perhaps. But when they offer a second chance at life, it is never free of charge. It has been years since I met a godlike. Their souls have a sonorous quality, like the music of a bell. A godlike soul sings together with the god that has claimed them, made them their own. It gives them power. Your soul, it has no chime. In its place, a thorn jabs at your essence, working its way to the surface. I told you the good news. Now comes the bad, or the unusual. When you came into this life, a thorn pierced the fabric of your soul, and your soul grew around it, trapping and embracing the invader. A godlike's chime is a gift, a blessing. But a godlike's thorn? That may be a curse. Can a soul commune with itself? A fascinating idea. But I have no answer. We know that a god touched you at birth, but which one and why? They always sign their work, and none of them lay claim to you. Disturbing. Terrible. There are so few godlike remaining, and you are a stranger even among your own kind. Forward. Whatever you choose to believe in, be it fate, the gods, or your own nature, it will point you the way. I wish I could tell you that everything will work out in your favor, but the wheel turns by a merciless hand. One word of advice. When you find a pillar of Aedyr, commune with it. Aedyr has a strong link to the beyond. Aedyr holds the path between this life and the next, a conduit for souls all around Eora. Through Aedyr, a soul may find its way back to the wheel, to be born again. But the Aedyr here, in the living lands, is different, insular. It connects only to itself, twisting vines, essence warping into essence. A lost soul, perhaps, wandering and in search of some connection from afar. When you find Aedyr, commune with it. Take heed of its lesson. Aedyr may pave your road to the truth, or it may lead to a dead end. But the journey will teach you. That I promise. Before we close, have you any final questions? As you understand the word, yes. You fell into death, and a guiding hand lifted you back onto your feet.
That guiding hand, whatever it is, must be what brought you back to life at Liviana's.
Your soul is healthy, but it is also a mystery beyond my sight. Marius, I see terrible pain and the strength of will it takes to conceal it. I see jagged, self-inflicted scars.
Right. I could see that too if I don't get out of here soon.
Kai, your soul is heavy, burdened, yet something is missing. Something not easily replaced.
Hey, we don't need to make this all about me.
For us both, I assure you.
Glad someone got something out of this.
Safe travels, Godlike, and thank you for the glimpse at your wonderful soul. I will pray that your next turning of the wheel is uneventful. Until then, you are bound to live a rich and complicated life.
Did you get any of that? That just sounded like a hot breeze to me.
This kind of thing makes my skin prickle. Let's get out of here.
O nabo. É, temos nabo. Tomate. Volte para o embaixador.
Tell me you brought good news. Oh, Envoy, you return. And you brought a friend. Ambassador Heelguard, at your service.
Always nice to meet an Aedyr who isn't trying to goad me into a fight.
What of these rebels? The streets are full of rumors, but your word is the only one I trust. You what?
Can't wait to hear how you spin this tale.
Envoy, tell me this isn't true. Have I taken leave of my senses? We needed to answer this challenge with blood. Don't you see what this will do to our credibility? Thanks to you, these rebels will continue to undermine our work in the Living Lands without resistance or fear. Worse still, now everyone knows our flank is exposed. Oh my gods, Ludwig is going to eat us alive. She will do the talking. The best we can do is grovel.
She sounds like a wonderful person.
There's nothing to be done. All we can do is brace for the inevitable, though it may damn us in the end. You're right. I need to project more confidence than I feel. Whether or not our days are numbered, the city needs us. The least we can do is be useful on our way to the grave. Now the Emperor wants you to investigate the Dream Scourge, and I have no wish to delay you any further. I'm sending you to Fior Messi Verno, a community of Valian expatriates deep in Emerald Stair. The Animancers may have some knowledge of the Dream Scourge already. Learn whatever you can from them. Animancers draw power from the spirit world. Their dark research can twist, break, even corrupt the very soul. The Empire has no tolerance for Animancers, and with good reason. Their work is dangerous, heretical. Well, you know what they say about the enemy of my enemy? Animancers may be an unpredictable sort, but they are scholars and keenly aware of their environment. Make no mistake, the Empire is at war with the Dream Scourge, and we need allies on our side. Animancers tinker on souls using clever inventions and ancient pillars of Ardra, siphoning essence like honey from a hive. They want to change reality as we know it, make us live longer, or cause barren lands to grow. For all I know, they might be on to something. Or, with a single miscalculation, they might destroy us all. You're right to be curious. After all, animancy is the study of existence itself. Just don't get too curious. It won't reflect well on you in the Empire. If you have any further questions before I dispatch you to Emerald Stair, now would be the time. My sources tell me the Dream Scourge is a plague of the soul, and souls are their trade. If we have anything in common with Animancers, it's a shared interest in curing the Dream Scourge. Governor Vidaro will be your first point of contact. I'm told he's barely keeping the community in order. Seek him out if you need direction. Good hunting, Envoy.
Presença.
Hilgard. Why is it that whenever I hear your name, it's because you've disgraced the Empire?
No, strangling light. Keep her away.
Is that, her?
Inquisitor Ludwig. So kind of you to join us.
While you brood over the Dream Scourge, this island is coming apart at the seams.
Stay your wrath. Allow me to present the Aedyran envoy, dispatched by the Emperor himself, to aid us in our time of need.
As does yours. Let me deal with him, and I will get back to you shortly. I can't believe you troubled the Emperor to send an envoy. Haven't you done enough to flaunt your incompetence?
Under the circumstances, I thought it might be...
Silence! You busy yourself with the Dream Scourge. A mere fever and chills, leaving the real work to me. Even if that were to happen, the living will replace the dead. We will ship them in by the hundreds to fill the empty houses.
Oh, gods, Ludwig.
I have scoured this island and faced the truths from which you cower. The Living Lands is on the brink of total collapse, and you have ignored the discontent in your own city. Now, the Envoy's killer roams free, unpunished, spreading word of our ineptitude.
The blame is mine, and mine alone.
Awfully generous for the ambassador to take the fall like that. I wonder when this will come back to bite us.
We should be better than this. Leading by example. This island has seen nothing but us at our weakest. What say you? I've been saying this all along, but his solution was to go over my head, to summon help from across the known world.
If you're done eviscerating me, you'll be interested to learn I'm sending the envoy to the Animancers of Emerald Stair.
You are ridiculous. Emerald Stair is under assault by the very wilderness it claims to have conquered. The Animancers cling to pride and tradition even as they dig their own graves. That might do us some good, or it might lead you nowhere. I can't take the chance. Clearly, I've wasted my time with you, Ambassador. From now on, I will break the frontier on my own terms. You are free to disagree with my methods, but you cannot stop me. As for you, envoy, farewell.
That's the priestess. She had no idea what she was getting into.
She is going to be a problem. Sometimes I wonder. Put her out of your mind. The Dream Scourge is more than enough for us to chew on. At least for now. Oh, before I forget, Liviana gave you a clean bill of health. You're cleared to leave for Emerald Stair. Fair warning, Animancers and Aedyrians don't mix well. Their kind can be a tad unhinged. At least you'll have that in common, if nothing else.
They're a fun bunch. Crazy, but fun.
Wonderful. Now I have to keep a tight grip on my soul on top of everything else.
Should you cross paths with Ludwig, well, try not to. I have no idea what's gotten into her. Safe travels. I'm told Emerald Stair's beautiful this time of year.
We can head to the Eastern Gatehouse when you're ready to go to Fjord.
I'll keep trying, but there's not much to be done for Fort Northridge.
Fjord Messyverno, huh? Guess if you're looking for an Animancer, that's the place to go. I don't know about all that. They decided to settle in a hostile forest and use animancy to conquer it. We might get there and find that these people aren't as ready and willing to help you as you hope they are. Wish I shared your optimism. In my experience, moving through a deadly forest based on blind hope never works out. I've led a few people there from Paradise or Thirdborn, and I've almost lost someone on every trip.
Someone's slipping.
I said almost. Just glad I can help. Right, changing the subject. Oh, good. Let's have it. Because it's not that interesting, really, and knowing about it won't keep you alive, and I don't like talking about it. So why pry? Wouldn't you rather your wilderness guide be happy and unburdened by thoughts of his past? I appreciate that, envoy. Anyway, what do you need? You too.
The armored mask. We dream of steel and charred earth and flame. The memory binds. Flee from her. We fear. For us. For you.
Ah, não brinca. Ludwig parece deixar você nervoso. Peraí. Nervoso. Isso não foi a tradução, não?
It burns and feeds upon itself.
Nervoso, cara.
Through the smoke, we recall. You are not safe with her. A false sheep. Light drowning out the shadows lurking within. But the old scars do not lie. We burned once. Burned. We know. Burrow for warmth, but the hawk circles outside the den. Steer clear of the scourging fire, or extinguish it. No recourse but teeth. The flame spreads toward the garden wall. Listen. Have care. Have care.
Ameaças. Ameaças. Ameaças.
Whatever's grown over that Aedyr doesn't look natural.
Envoy. I speak for Paradise. That is all you need to know.
Careful, he could be a messenger. Or this could get interesting.
We wait in places you will never think to look. Your mercy for our compatriots has not gone unnoticed. Take this. We deem you worthy. This time, we trust you will remember our gratitude.
a moment. They tell me you're going to Emerald Stair. Business or pleasure? Well, just remember to cover your mouth, sneeze into your elbow, and sleep with lavender under your pillow. Fair warning, Envoy. Before you showed up, Inquisitor Ludwine barged past me. She was looking none too pleased. I didn't ask. The less I know, the better. Anyway, I thought you should know Ludwine's on the prowl. Tread lightly.
So Ludwine's somewhere out there doing who knows what. Wonderful.
Given how angry she was about Eagwolf, probably best we give her a wide berth.
You're cleared to pass, Envoy.
Can't say I'm sad to be leaving Paradise. I had no idea how tense things were with the Aedyrs moving in. And now we have to worry about whether the man who killed you is going to try again.
It's what most of us come here for. I only wish more of us really got one. Unfortunately, the Steel Garrote will see this as an excuse to crack down. I get the feeling they've been looking for one.
Steel Garrote? I figured they're just more intense Aedyr soldiers.
They're certainly making their presence known. Can't say they're making any friends, though.
I don't like that Ludwine woman. She gives me the vreekas.
Yeah, I've seen floggings gentler than the scolding she gave Hilgard. One's tacking when the other's jibing, if you catch my drift. And that's gonna mean trouble for everyone around them before long.
And it's a good thing we're getting out of the city.
Yeah. Much as Liviana misses our company, I wouldn't count on your mysterious friend reviving you a second time.
Are you listening to that friend when you go all blank-eyed from time to time? Does your special friend talk to you? I mean, I had an imaginary friend when I was little, but they never brought me back from the dead.
He means that with all due professional respect, of course.
How do you know this friend doesn't mean us any harm? Unless they have their own use for you. That's what's giving me the shakes.
We're headed to Fior Messi Verno to see if the Animancers know anything about the Dream Scourge, right? Maybe we'll learn something about your condition in the process.
Right. When it comes time to deal with Animancers, you two are on your own.
Just mind how close you get. Their experiments don't always go as planned.
They could stand around and have scholarly debates about souls all they want. Gives me a great opportunity to take a nap.
I haven't been back in a while, but Fior is, an interesting place. It was founded about 50 years ago by a disgraced Valian duke and a handful of Animancers who'd soured on politics in the Republics.
Town full of nobles, scholars, and leeches, all surviving off the work of the farmers who grow food for the whole island. Right. You know, present company excluded, and all that.
Don't take it personally. Marius only does this with people he likes.
I'd say something back at you, but I'm just not feeling it for some reason.
See what I mean? It turns out that academics are as ungovernable as the rest of us rabble.
You don't understand what they're messing with. They can't tame the wilds with machinery.
They've held it at bay, until recently. Their ingenuity, or madness, or heresy, take your pick, has fed a lot of people in the living lands. But, rumor has it, some unnatural blight is destroying their crops. Hopefully there's nothing to that. But if there is, we'll find out soon enough. And, while we're in Emerald Stair, there's something I've been putting off. An old friend from my time in Thirdborn had a cabin out in the woods. Tama. He passed a while ago, but he left something for me that I never got around to picking up. But since we'll be in Emerald Stair anyway, you won't regret it. Emerald Stair's lovely this time of year. Even the Delimgon bloom.
No matter what I tell you, you keep picking flowers from things that want to kill you.
Hey, they love me. You just gotta ask nicely. Compliment their foliage.
Right. Maybe buy them a drink before they choke you to death with vines. Well, you came to the right place.
You and I have quite the adventure ahead of us, Envoy. That's the spirit. What about you, Marius? What's next?
I have, you know, things to do back in Paradise. It keeps me plenty busy.
Come to think of it, I haven't been to Emerald Stair in a while, and the Envoy's never been. Know any good guides we could hire?
None that could help the two of you. You need the best guide in the lands to keep you from getting yourselves killed.
Yeah. Who else is gonna show us which mushrooms we can eat, and which ones want to eat us?
Now that you mention it, you're gonna need my help if you're traveling through the lands with this Nimdut. I have 2 rules. No campfire songs, and no hugs. That last one's non-negotiable.
I hear wiggle room on the singing.
If we're done being ridiculous, we should get some rest. We'll be in Emerald Stair tomorrow.
Good to have you with us, Marius.
Right. Go to bed before you violate the hugging rule.
Pronto, já são todos amiguinhos. Amiguinhos. Vasculhe a cabana de Tama em Passo Esmeralda. Lugar longe pra cacete. Dorme no inverno. É mais perto. Rapaz, se pegando lá. Não vem pra cá.
Não! Você
Don't get too comfortable. More are on the way.
Beyond sync!
Look up, Envoy.
Caraca.
Would you be here to help with these problems? Please.
Looks like she could use our help.
You're right. On your right.
Oh, fantastic. People.
Oh, furry.
I was about to lose my wits.
Temos furry.
A mind's question. The dust of the Akita in her hair.
Temos
She
furry.
knocks. We would answer.
You wouldn't happen to have a ladder on hand, would you? Don't take that tone with me, darling. There's a beautiful vase right in those ruins that I cannot reach. And as sharp as my wits are, they are a poor substitute for a ladder. But perhaps we don't need one. You're tall, striking, and well-toned. Do they really? I wonder what other advantages godlikes come with. Maybe the three of you have experimented?
I'll try anything twice.
It's more of an animancy thing, isn't it?
You make lovemaking sound like Hector Brewer discussing tea. Flaccid. In any event, I already have a lover. He always carries a ladder. But, sadly, he's busy helping the Animancers in Fjord, and I need this vase now. Oh, absolutely not. Vidaro, the governor, is an uptight postinago. But if you want to know about the governor, fetch me that artifact. The vase sits atop that tower beside us, in the ruins there. And once you've got it, look me up. Yatsley, wizard extraordinaire, godless expert, and a Balrog in the bedroom.
You do meet the most interesting people.
I can get you 1,000 faces that don't require going into some ancient ruins, but no one listens to me.
Cenários muito coloridos. Confunde pra garoto. Isso aqui vai dar trabalho. Coopere o passo. Topo da montanha. I'm a man on the silver mountain.
Quiet as the depths.
Show me what you got. What's that rock? What's that rock?
Mine. You're not looking so good.
Que isso? Porra, Maguinho. Tirou quase. Fala, Dorigo. Salve, salve. Tudo beleza? Já tá rolando o Champions? Eu achei que era só 5 horas. É 1 a 1. Boa, vai informando aí. 5 horas é o Real Madrid e Atlético, né? Caralho, não tenho item pra curar poison. Pelo visto, não. Horas é a surra. Porra, é aquelas paradas, né, cara? É as freguesia de futebol, né? Desde o momento dos times. Sabe o resultado. Chegar ali. Cara, hoje eu tô pensando em fazer uma live de Clone Hero mais tarde. Depois da live do 10. Mais Clone Hero aqui na Twitch. Boa, é. Novo vaso pra furry.
Andra's titties, you found it! I tried using magic to get the vase down, but alas. Thankfully you and your little friends came along and saved the day.
Excuse me. We're all bigger than you are, dude.
I may be small, but my magic is not, I assure you. Of course I can. Are you a wizard as well? Remarkable. An Aedyran godlike wizard. You're nearly as fascinating as this godless vase. But I'd best pack up. I want to get home. I've a new artifact to study. Thank you for your help, godlike. Even if you didn't have a ladder.
Well, that's something I hope never happens again.
I've got a few inches to spare if she changes her mind.
Darling, you are aware I can see you digging through my things, aren't you?
Granted, I don't come here often, but when did it get this bad?
Materiais de aprimoramento. Não se esqueça de verificar estoques de lojas antes de desmontar suas armas e armaduras menos utilizadas.
Listen, Kai, I need you to stalk like a cat, not stomp around like a ballerina.
My training was a lot bigger. Bigger on stomping than stalking, unfortunately.
Right, and I got cooking. Cooking lessons in solace, but you don't see me making beetle mash every night for dinner. The bears out here can hear a snapfly dropping. Sokka from across the stair. You don't want to get eaten, you need to walk softly.
I'll remind you of that next time you start playing your...
Nice work.
Cara, esse jogo aqui tem mais urso do que... Tem mais urso que no Red Dead, mano. Nunca matei tanto urso num videogame como esse aqui.
I don't see what's the problem.
If you can't see it, they just make me feel uncomfortable.
I'm glad to see revenants working in our fields. I see nothing wrong with it.
What if the body used to be your brother? Your grandfather? You, Aedyr, you know what a revenant is, don't you? Your dead friends and family walking around rotting all over your cabbages?
Não vejo problemas em usar necróticos como lavradores.
Thank you, friend.
Caralho.
With luck, that will buy me a few moments of quiet.
Surreal, mano.
I keep quiet, for now.
Rapaz. Até depois de morto tem que trabalhar. Lembrei até do Fallout, né?
As if people weren't hungry enough.
Gatsabo! Did the cow step on your face?
You're the first godlike to come through in... well, I can't remember how long. I hope that's a good sign.
Porra, só tem resposta.
I'll take what I can get.
atravessada.
If the gods don't bless us with a harvest soon, this market will be empty come winter. Really? You know the gods don't exactly favor animancy. Some say the old gods aren't here, or maybe they just don't care for the living lands. If you need an animancer, you'll have to clear it with the governor. He lives in the big manor on the far side of town. Let me know if anything strikes your fancy. We don't have much, but the harvest hasn't bled us dry yet.
Verdade. Você tem de bom aí. Porra, cara, tudo caro, né? É tipo The Witcher. Tu vive pobre, as paradas tudo cara. Este mapa fornece informações sobre a localização de fragmentos. É isso aqui, poção de vida. Porra, só uma. Gazua. Pô, The Witcher vale muito a pena, vale muito a pena. Eu joguei ele meio fora de época, né? Eu joguei The Witcher na época da pandemia. Aí eu me empoquei com umas paradas lá do jogo lá. Uma dessas era o inventário. É, geralmente RPG ocidental tem sempre essa parada do inventário, né? É pesado. E a outra é o dinheiro, cara. Tu faz 200 missões.
Take it up with the governor. I don't make the
Mas é
rules.
Jogaço.
Go home. Lay traps in the woods and pray for game. I can't help you.
Tem side quest lá que é melhor do que a quest principal.
Ah, there's no stash, as I've told you before. If I add grain, I give it to you. I know, times are hard.
Também é um jogo que futuramente eu penso fazer live, né? Trazer pro canal aí, porque a galera gosta muito, né? A gente jogou.
What? God, you scared me.
Barulho aqui de dentro. Ah, tá lá em cima, acho. Eu subi pela chave. Outro jogo também que eu quero jogar é o Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk eu nunca joguei. Me arrependi porque na época saiu tão cagado. Eu acabei não comprando. Mesmo quando ele entrou na promoção lá, tava acho que 50 conto e tal. Aí dei mole. Agora o jogo é outro, né?
Word of advice, give a wide berth to the governor's manor. Giata's about to tear that poor
E o
man
jogo
a
ainda
new
tá
one.
1-1?
One of our animancers. She's bright as a spark, but a mite confrontational. She came storming up the hill with a wheelbarrow full of spoiled crops. Then the shouting started.
Animancers fighting? This I have to see.
This isn't the first time Giata's put the governor in his place, but it might be the last. Look around. The town's overgrown, the crops are dying. What's not to fight about?
Just take a blessed day look outside. It doesn't take a genius to see this place is rolling downhill.
The governor's manor is on the far side of town. You can't miss it. Just follow the sound of foul language.
I was hoping to learn some local curses.
Looking forward to seeing what it looks like when animancers fight.
The Emperor's envoy. Come to interfere in Steel-Garrote business again? Certainly not. Besides, I have no more business in Fjord. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians and their love of animancy. While they theorize and do nothing, the sickness spreads. But worry not, envoy. The Steel-Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of Aedyran interests when the time comes. We all have our part to play, envoy. Until later.
She's as subtle as a broadside.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace?
And all godlike. I've heard whispers that one of your kind was here in the Living Lands. It is a pleasure to meet you. In case it wasn't clear, I'm the point of contact for anyone with bounties to turn in. So return to me if you have any to claim. If you must know, Vulpinet, these bounties are more pressing than my research. Someone had to be chosen to man the board. That person happens to be me. At least some of these bounties result in interesting specimens to study. Aura Taugori. I hope to see you soon. Be careful with old Nuna. I have a theory that her longevity and hardiness are due to an those Delamga. Oh, the Trent. Oh, those poor souls. Please bring them peace, Amika. Becoming part of a blight is not a fate I would wish upon my worst enemy.
The prices seem a bit... They do such lovely work here, don't they?
Hang on. I know you from Solace, right?
I'm afraid I don't know who you are. Just as you don't know who I am.
You're Blessed A Man. I remember you. I gotcha.
So, we understand each other then. I never thought the world of animancy could be so varied and fascinating. I can make use of so much of this equipment. Yeah, I suppose it's a bit unusual to see one of my people about, but I'm here on important business. If you see anyone else from Sole's Keep, just do me a favor and don't tell them you saw me. Thank you. I wouldn't want my fellow wardens to misunderstand.
But we still don't even know why you're here.
You know what I mean. And Marius, it was good to see you. May you find all you're looking for and more. What I'm doing is best for the Pargrunen, even if they don't see that yet.
Rejuvenate and revitalize your personal essence.
You startled me. This old woman can get lost in prayer from time to time. You must be the Aedyr envoy I've been hearing about. Apologies for any hardships you may have experienced getting here. The failing crops, the strange beasts, and even the dream scourge are all the result of our neglect of the dead. I was calling on the spirits of the recently dead to follow the guidance of Bareth, god of death. I am asking the spirits to forgive us for our negligence and continue on their way without anger. The dead of Fjord expect certain rituals to be carried out. I have failed to perform those rituals, and now the spirits are angry. That's exactly it! Well done! I have always observed it, and I brought it with me when I came to Fjord. Our recent dead require a final meal to ease their passage from life. Without it, they can't rejoin the cycle.
You've got people waiting in line for their next meal, and you want to waste food on the dead?
I got food from the grain merchant stores. I just need someone to leave it at the graves. The dead will take it from there.
Flesh and bone. They bring the fruit to those who cannot eat. What tree calls for its branches to endure these rituals?
I had to take the food. The fate of Fjord depends on it. I know Elena would understand how important it is to pay tribute to the dead. But this does help the living. By appeasing the dead, we end the dangers their anger caused. The crops will grow again. The dream scourge will end. All will be well once more. You must take these offerings of food and place them at 3 grave sites where the recently dead lay. The first offering goes to a cliffside grave on the southern coast. Loggers from the old days, they sacrificed themselves to make the land habitable and lost their lives to creatures of the untamed forest. The second offering goes to a grave in the swamp, far to the west from here. They buried the bodies of settlers there, intrepid sorts that tried to tame the farther reaches of Emerald Stairs wilds. The final offering should be taken to the truffle farm east of Fjord, where a family lost their lives to the encroaching wilds. I believe it will do exactly that. The spirits will find closure and rest, and the living can move on from this recent
Fala,
tragedy.
Kazama. Salve, salve.
Be careful,
Valeu
friends.
pela moitinha. Tamo
The
junto.
angry spirits lash out blindly. I cannot predict what awaits you at these graves.
Next time you want to tour graveyards, I'm staying at camp. We should help the living and let the dead rest.
I can't thank you enough for helping to ease the conscience of an old lady. Please, return when the rituals are complete.
I am not accustomed to failure.
It's okay. We'll try again.
But it's the 3rd time.
You know how it is. Their standards are impossible. It isn't personal.
Of course it's personal. It's the Animonster's workshop. I'm not sure our work is quite ready for peer review.
Maybe we need some feedback on our proposal.
Using essence to cure male flaccidity is uncharted territory. I'm sure of our thesis.
I assure you, for many people, this is not trivial. For many, this is a matter of health and self-image.
We treat this important issue with the utmost respect, even down to the proposal's title.
What do you think of this? Boning without bones, essence and the performativity of male anatomy.
Consider this. From stick to stone, using essence to augment male performance. That's brilliant, huh? Simply brilliant.
We've done it again.
Wait until they read this. The days of packing rope are at an end.
What's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops! Look at your city! The Dream Scourge... How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike? Charmed. Forgive me for staring. It's just... we don't see many of your kind anymore.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Seems more likely you'll have to punch some sense into him.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion. Very well. I hope you remember that behind these walls, your influence has limits.
I'm sure she didn't come all this way just to challenge your authority. As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now, our farms. Then there's no time to waste arguing with bureaucrats.
We definitely agree on that.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the Dream Scourge at the roots. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animancy as his father did.
They do. And that's the kind of reckless behavior I'm trying to avoid.
Reckless is all we have time for. Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Once again, bureaucracy stands in the way of getting things done.
I'm just trying to stop Chiata from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark. I see you're unfamiliar with animancy. Be careful with your assumptions. Are you going to tell her about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident. But look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart. Really? Unexpected from an Aedyran. But how could I refuse an offer like that? Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Chiata.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Giatta Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Mesiverno.
Whoa, you're banishing her for that?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giatta is an outcast.
Governor, this is unacceptable. Your father would have kept this community together at any cost.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Mesiverno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west by the workshop.
I'll find us another bedroom.
Porra, eu tô de parabéns. Consegui fazer a mulher ser expulsa da cidade. Caralho. Parada é jogar de maguinho. Que isso aqui? Estou oferecendo uma recompensa significativa a quem consiga localizar os restos mortais de Maxim Vidal, desaparecendo de regiões selvagens de Passo Esmeralda há 10 anos. Seu diário também está desaparecido.
I've got a powerful feeling we weren't supposed to see this.
Ignacy's mother is very ill. Please, don't disturb her.
anymore.
Pilhando tudo. Não quero nem saber. Esse governador também, vou te falar, hein? A casa toda bagunçada.
I'm sorry you had to witness that spectacle. Giatta is a spirited animancer, but she can be intolerable at times. Whatever you may think of us, I welcome you to Fior Mesiverno. Quilici wants us panicking over what he can't even prove. If there's a threat to Emerald Stair, it's that old man and his spear-mongering. Don't waste your time on him. Be my guest. Take her away from here. As far as I'm concerned, she's your responsibility.
This Nimdude wouldn't see a Balrog coming if it did a little dance right in front of him.
If there's nothing more, I have a city to run. I knew I heard someone snooping about. And you have the gall to confront me like a common criminal. This conversation is over.
Yeah.
That is not a topic for discussion.
I'll hear no more of this.
You go about your business, and I'll go about mine.
Ficou ofendido.
Relax, cool. Just asking questions.
Governador, pode ser assim não, cara. Governador tem que ter mais jogo de cima. Tem que ser que nem o nosso Dudu. Vai. É, o cara não gostou não que eu entrei no quarto da mãe dele. Aí. Chave do cofre. Eita caralho, armadura única, olha só. Armaduras únicas são muito cobiçadas, cada uma tem sua história e pode ser melhorada com poderosos encantamentos. Olha, como é bom invadir a casa dos outros, isso aí, brilhando tudo. Redução de dano adicional, qualidade 2. Hoje, graças a Deus, tá batendo um ventinho bom.
Ado, welcome to my fine establishment.
Welcome.
Well, I was not expecting
Got some
such an
rare
esteemed guest in
things
my
on
humble
sale,
workshop.
stranger.
Are you in need of any weapons or armor? The roads haven't been safe as of late.
Porra, serenou por 5 minutos. Beleza.
Nay, not really. But not all of us in Fjord are animancers, you know. Besides humble craftsmen such as myself, we have the rangers to outfit. Under normal circumstances, I'd not sell to a traveler like yourself. But as I'm sure you've seen, these are not normal circumstances. Care to see what I have?
Arma excepcional.
Fine establishment, I mean.
Chegamos nem a quarta-feira de cinza, olha como é que tá o cidadão. Não aguenta mais.
Come one, come all, A moment of your time, my friend. Tell me, what do you know about your soul?
Italiana.
Wrong. Your soul is an ancient, wondrous thing, suffused with lifetimes of rich, delicious memory. But it's tired, my friend, heavy with the burden of generations and too weak to survive another turning of the wheel.
What?
That's the beauty of it. The first treatments on the house. The moment you entered the city, I calibrated my invention to the highest setting and attuned it to your soul. So tell me, how do you feel? Better already, huh? Oh, I'm so glad to hear it. From this day forward, your life will be one of bliss and satisfaction. Do remember to tell your friends about all the benefits of animancy. Enjoy your soul.
You have a thing for sticking your head in the bear's mouth, don't you?
Picareta. Mais uma faixa aqui. Porra!
one job.
Finalmente uma taberna.
But I couldn't even do that. Look out for her, Fidelio. How hard could that have been?
Hélio. Parece o Thor.
If I could help myself, do you think I'd be in here? I don't mean that. I have a lot on my plate.
Primeiro é de graça, mas você só vai precisar pagar uma taxinha de manutenção espiritual. Primeiro é de graça, mas o tratamento é em 12 vezes.
My two youngest rangers were supposed to report back from their rounds. I assumed
Rapaz,
they'd
uma
turn
vez, olha só que loucura.
But it's been 3 days now.
Uma vez eu tava na
They're
rua.
still not here.
O cara tava vendendo.
Praise
O cara
Ilha.
tava vendendo.
Their names
aqueles
are Belena and Adalaro.
sabonete.
I doubt they'll be apart.
Sabonete lá.
They were good rangers once, but since they've caught
sei
each
lá.
other's eye, all
O
they
cara
do
me
is
parou
sneak
na
off
rua.
to.
E aí, lembra de mim? Não sei o que. Eu olhei pra caralho.
I
Lá vem
think they
golpe.
know each other very well.
Well,
Cara,
there's
porra,
worse
lembra
places
de
to
mim? Eu
make the
falei não.
four-legged beast. I promise you that.
New recruits
Trabalhou
running off with
junto,
each
não
other.
sei o que.
Oh man, this brings me back.
Anyway,
Da puta
I
sabe
never
que eu
thought they had
trabalhei
any cause for concern. They
agora eu
always
tô aqui
found
com
their way
um
back
novo
eventually, but
empreendimento, não sei.
they haven't this time.
Minha esposa
They're
tá
out
fazendo
there,
aqui
all
os
alone, and they
sabonetes
could be in danger.
terapêuticos,
and
não sei o que. Eu falei, cara, de onde que eu conheço filha da puta?
The last time I saw them,
Aí
I
o cara
sent
foi
them to
falando,
patrol the
falando, falando,
northern
e eu olhando
river.
pros lados assim, eu falei,
If
porra, alguém
you
vai
go
vir me
that way,
assaltar.
please keep an eye out for them. I'm losing my mind in here.
Porra, se puder dar ajuda aí.
Two young Nimdutin wandering out by a river.
Porra,
Consider
o cara
them
me fez
found.
comprar o sabonete, mano.
Maybe we don't
Caí no
know too
golpe.
soon. Give him a while. You know
Eu
what I mean?
paguei pra poder me ver livre, tá ligado? Falei, tá bom, vou te ajudar aí. Aí dei lá o cincão. Falei, valeu, valeu. Eu fiquei pensando, pô, esse desgraçado. Cara, como tem 7-1 na praça.
Pour you a drink, good night. Well, I'll be a godlike in the
Oh,
bone
chave.
and bore.
cervejeira
Apologies for the ruckus
largou-
outside. The animancers never
largou o
know when to
comando
shut
técnico.
their mouths. I might be more amused if it didn't happen so often.
Pô, aquele
But
dia foi
that's
foda.
animancers for you. Except Giada
Porra.
and Quinichi, that is. They are the
Sabia
only
que ia cair
animancers
e
taking
cair.
the Dream Scourge seriously. Try telling that to Vidaro and the Animancers. But the rest of us, we've all heard the rumors from outside. Animals gone mad, terrors stalking the wilderness day and night. Births bells, of course. If Emerald Stair runs out of food, we are in dire straits anyway. We've had crops fail before, but never food
Valeu, valeu.
rations. The governor says it's just a temporary precaution, but I am not buying it. So, we ought to drink while we can. Agreed? Anything I can get you? What are you fixing to know? I opened the place after my brother cut me out of the family business years ago. I opened the Bone and Boar for all the customers he found undesirable. The rough types. I suppose when you put it that way. My parents were the first owners of the gifted magpie. Mom was an animancer, and the pa wasn't. They fought constantly. Because of that, my brother Hector hates conflict. It's ruined the magpie's business. Visit the magpie and talk to him. You'll see what I mean. Now, is there anything else I can get you? Welcome back, envoy.
The crops are ruined. All of it.
Can anything be done?
Bly thinks I ought to give up farming, leave emeralds there.
As I had planned.
What did you think would happen when you confronted him? So,
Well, my first idea was to mess up his house. Maybe break a window or two.
perhaps I should thank
Fala aí,
you
sua
for
live,
showing your
estimuladores. Salve, salve, amigo. Vou de acordar. Tudo bem? Mas com esse calor eu consigo dormir até tarde. Acordo acordando bem cedo. Calor não deixa. E o frangão assado aí? Franguinho de padaria. Torta de truta paradisíaca. Está preparado aí. Colocadora. Dona Giata.
I'm sorry you had to see that. What an
Essa
asshole.
Dona Gigi?
Giata, some manners, if you please.
I thought she was being polite.
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego. I can think of one. He's an entitled little worm who can't stand to be proven wrong.
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... curses. Without Fior Misiverno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone.
I wish I could take credit for Giata's stubbornness, but she learned that on her own.
Thanks, old man. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want. On my terms. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long. I have plans for this island, and they don't involve the Dream Scourge. But that's a story for another day.
Your parents would be proud to see such
E aí, vai
tenacity.
fazer a live hoje, brother?
Anyway, listen to us babble. Let's talk about you. I never expected to see an Aedyr envoy here. You've got a lot of guts showing your face in a town full of animancers. It's not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days. Wouldn't that be a coincidence? I only bring it up because Animancy might offer us some insight into your nature. Keep an open mind. While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by... Of course. Excuse me, it's been a long day. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem, much less act on a solution. Today, that changes. I need help from the animancers around town, but as you can see, I'm an outcast. Glad to hear it. Your education should come in handy. Manto Pastor is in the workshop due west. He's got an invention that can help us. Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are controversial, but useful. She lives in a cottage southeast of town. And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. You'll find them at the docks, southeast of Fjord. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name and they'll tell you what they know about the Dream Scourge. I'd rather you find that out for yourself. Whatever it is, I won't be disappointed. We're about to make history. But first, research.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Godlike, Imperial Envoy, Research Assistant. Who knew?
Careful! Or we'll get thrown out of the pub!
We're already... Ado! Welcome to my fine establishment. I need...
Tem que sair daqui da cidade, é isso? Tá.
Found the machine.
Cena de animais. Fala, pastor.
I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't expect a godlike. Welcome to our modest workshop. Giada, what a loss. I owe that young woman more than I could ever repay. Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my equipment is underpowered and overworked. Ha! A novel idea, that. What I need is a stronger power source. Grimoires can hold intense power, but not for long. Besides, grimoires require a wizard to draw in essence. It's too dangerous at this scale. Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Adragon recently died in a western grove. Indeed, but that well is almost dry. I need more. An Adragon's heart can hold an immense amount of essence. The grove is to the west, across the chasm. You can't miss it. The rangers say a Delamgan queen holds court there. You may be able to retrieve it without violence, but most Delamgan in these parts are hostile to Keith. So you can understand why none of us went rushing over there to find it when we heard the Adragon had died. Still, Delamgan queens can be reasoned with, so if you want to get the heart peacefully, try not to kill her guards. Do be careful. Emerald Stair is not itself these days.
Well, let's go. That Atragon's heart isn't gonna yank itself out.
Vamos não, calma aí. Dá uma vasculhada aqui primeiro.
The Aedyr is healthy. It's the essence I'm concerned
Olha aí, olha aí.
This again. You're beginning to sound like Giata.
Have you ever stopped and listened to her? She might be onto something.
I'm sure. Or her mother and father are onto something, and look what happened to them.
I have to do something. I can't let anyone else discover this. Ah, envoy. I'm sorry. I'm not in a place to talk right now. On the contrary, he'd be thrilled if he knew. Yesterday, I made an incredible discovery. We can use half as much Aedyr to achieve the same results. And then I thought, what if one day it's a third, a quarter, a speck? No. To harness these forces for so small a price is too much power. Who knows what kind of chaos we'll create? I have been reading Athelmir's treatise on Wodica. Perhaps she's right. Maybe animancy should be reined in. How can I? All right. I'll do some more tests and see where they lead me. But I won't publish anything until I'm absolutely sure.
Aí, continuo trabalhando aí. Depois eu volto. Faltando o coração de Adrangan.
What do you think of Giatta's theory?
Well, my experiments have been a little...
unpredictable? Like... the essence has no sense of direction. How did you know? We should talk, but not here.
Essas duas aí estão confabulando.
Ado, welcome to my fine establishment, Amica.
Porra, só lugar longe. E aí? Jesus. É uma porrada de coisa pra fazer. Patrulheiro desaparecido. Essa aqui. Encontre Belena. Patrulheira Belena desapareceu com Aedyr, companheiro de esquadrão e amante. O tenente deles os enviou pela última vez para patrulhar o lago a noroeste de Fior. Aedyr. Deve ter desertado.
Oh, it's you. Leave me alone, all right? I'm not looking for trouble. Maybe, maybe not. What's it to you? Well, don't tell anyone I'm here. That damn fool Wolf with his head full of visions. When he wanted to resort to violence, I knew I had to leave. I guess you must have seen something in him I didn't. Hope your mercy doesn't come back to bite ya. Maybe I'm brave, maybe I'm stupid. I'll find out eventually. In the meantime, I can sleep at night. Good luck out there. You go your way, I'll go mine.
Envoy, over here.
Good. You finally showed up. I was worried you weren't coming. The name's Keeledge. Pleasure to meet you. Not so loud. We don't want to draw attention to ourselves. Hilgard sent me to Emerald Stair to keep an eye on this place. I had orders to make contact as soon as you arrived. I won't talk long. He only wants me to let you know I'm here. If you need to get word to the ambassador, I'm your man. Besides you and me, no one that I know of. No one working for Hilgard, anyway. But I can tell you that even if Inquisitor Ludwine isn't here, her nightmare squad is. Between you and me, I think they're up to something. Something big and bad. I've got a bad feeling about this. I think the scale of their operation is dangerous. Will do. If it's just the two of us, I don't fancy our odds. Stay safe, Envoy.
Boa, arqueiro. Ah, errei. Uma chaurinha do safado. Chauripe, safado.
Just getting warmed up.
Ih, rapaz, arco de qualidade. Haha, tá. Mexeu com o cogumelo errado. O jogo quer me matar, viu? Quem me recebe caneca de cerveja?
Gone. Adelaro's gone. He's a dream. We're all dreams now. Sweet peonies, violets, and sardines. Hello. Are you a fish too? The sardines shimmer. We swim in silver circles.
Something's not right with her. The Dream Scourge. Is this how it starts? She's probably the ranger Fidelio told us to look out for. Poor kid.
We're Belena? Maybe you're Belena. Where's Adelaro? We need him. Adelaro knows where Adelaro is. Adelaro's face burst into violet when the dreams came. Red violets. He joined the others.
She's talking about another dream thrall. We better find him before he finds us.
She watched that happen to him. God.
A lamb taken from the flock. How do we soothe her?
Your friends speak true. They know us. Help us. When you find them, they will scream. They will sing with you. Soon the rest of Fior will be swallowed by dreams too. But tell us of Adelaro first. Where is he?
If nothing else, you'll spare her from having to see it.
Find him. Give the lieutenant our badges. He swims in the bone and boar. He calls himself Fidelio. He will understand our song. But Adelaro stumbles at the mouth of the river above us. Please, help us sleep soundly.
Cara, não entendi nada que a mulher falou. Não entendi nada. É um safado ali. Ó. Javali. Pântano sinistro.
Oh, more of this stuff. Has anyone figured out how to get rid of it?
Oh my. You tear it all back. We unsink. We unsink.
Oh, resistente,
Over here.
One for you! Coming from your right!
Beyond sync!
Tá tudo. Odeio arqueiro.
Watch the left!
Ah, lá em cima. Oi.
We got them all.
Olha o continente. Nossa, era isso só? O cara já tinha virado isso.
The city's so overgrown.
Yeah,
It's like the living lands is pushing out an infection. You ever think, what if I wasn't a ranger?
Please tell me you found them.
Your rangers lost to the Dream Scourge. Nothing we could do.
The Dream Scourge? Here? Tell me you're joking. So it is. Gods, I saw these signs. I didn't want to believe them. They'd been acting sideways, more than just distracted from their work. I thought it was... Well, I don't have to tell you twice. I was so wrong. I think I know the answer, but is either of them still alive? Merla, when she turns, Fior will panic. Where is she now? Then I can't leave her. I can't kill her either, but I'll have to find the strength. Here, you went to a lot of trouble. You ought to be paid for it. It's time for me to get out of here and actually do my job.
Looks like no one is safe from the Dream Scourge. There's nothing anyone can do.
I really do hope you can end this, Envoy.
Listen, if you need food, you're going to have to get in line like everyone else. I don't think there's anything that can be done. I'm hoping the Animancers can find a solution. Honestly, my biggest issue seems to be rats taking the food. Or thieves. I just want the food at this point, but I'm pretty sure it's lost. The Rangers have taken on extra hunts as part of their patrols, which has helped some. The problem is that the things they bring back tend not to be edible, thanks to the blight.
Porquinho. Os porquinhos. Porquitoicinho. Olha o rabinho. Tem o rabinho enroladinho. As aranhas.
Worth that rough!
Que isso? Tava longe. Que. Pô, tá cheio dela, tá?
Beyond sync! Worth that rough!
Still recovering.
Distante,
Nice! That it?
Ih, tem fantasma aqui.
Let's see what you got.
Beyond sync!
On your right. Next one's mine.
Rapaz. Ah, safado. Mago, né?
Worth that rough!
Right. This place has seen better days.
This one's mine.
Vai fazer uma oferenda ali.
Nice shot.
Worth that roll!
Come and get me!
Beyond sync!
Take your best shot. Come and get me. Another win, but who's counting?
Bruges 1, Vila 3. Boa. Aí já caminhou a classificação. Cara, eu gastei todas as granadas.
Worth that roll!
Watch yourself. Oh, you got!
Beyond sync!
Tesouros.
Beyond sync! Beyond sync!
Stay down!
Worth that roll! Worth that roll! Worth that roll!
É, meu irmão. Deixa tudo que é canto.
What am I hitting? Let's see what you got.
Beyond sync! Worth that roll! Beyond sync!
Caralho.
Beyond sync!
nome do bicho é Esporinho. Ah, Esporinho safado.
Take your best shot. Come and get me.
Você,
Esporinho safado.
Beyond sync!
Point for you!
Aqui é tipo The Last of Us, né? Os fungos tomaram conta de tudo.
Show me what you got. Arms up.
Você,
Beat that, Warriors. Good one.
Você,
Lá embaixo. Ih, aspas.
Hey! Over here!
Beyond sync!
Here we go. Nice! Watch your back!
Só uma trocação, mano. Aí vem o mago.
Come and get me!
I guess someone will have to do this for the people who starve to death when the food runs out.
Glad that's over.
Ação. voar. Eita, cara.
Let's go. Oh, no, you don't.
Yes. É pra sei nem pra onde eu tô indo. Só tô indo. Ascenso, destaque da vitória do Vila hoje. Tá bem lá, né?
No Ranger Camp Envoy.
É ele e o Rashford, né?
This is taking too long. We should have gotten orders by now.
Well, if it isn't the Aedyr envoy.
We weren't expecting reinforcements. Either you've come early, or more likely, you shouldn't be here.
The Steel Garrote is here. Don't like that one bit.
Tell you what, turn around, and Inquisitor Ludwig doesn't have to hear about this unfortunate little mix-up.
We go where Ludwig tells us to go. The Steel Garrote don't answer to the embassy. We have no quarrel with you, but we are trying to be discreet. Let's part as friends and keep it that way.
Naturally. You have your job, and we have ours.
Be seeing you soon, Envoy. Hopefully not too soon.
I don't like seeing the Steel Garrote here, but I suspect they've got us outnumbered.
Lugar certo? Não, né? Pra variar, não. Ah, você não pode.
Watch yourselves. This one's mine.
Merda.
Let's see what you got.
Worth that rock! Beyond sync! Worth that rock! Beyond sync! Order
We really just kicked the saltfly's nest. I guess we're in this now.
Envoy, when we first met, I thought I was gonna keep you out of trouble.
Eu. Usar o meu nome. Ei. Ih, não, caralho. Só quero atravessar. Eu vim parar aqui. Todo lugar passo já tem inimigo, ó. Bom, galera, vou encerrar aqui, começar o jogo lá, vamos acompanhar a Champions. Valeu Dorigo, valeu sua live, valeu Kazama, valeu a galera aí que colou na live, tamo junto, até a próxima.